Yellow, yellow. What up, everybody? I'm Solo. Gum Gum Solo is the channel name, and welcome to the first video on this channel. I am going to be just talking about random stuff, making videos on whatever seems interesting, with probably, I was going to say a focus on one area or another, but likely this is going to be totally random. So let us begin with my current fascination, which is the manga Dandadan, which, if you haven't heard, super popular, has been out for about a year or two, and I just figure I'm gonna go through each volume as I'm reading them, and just share my reactions, share maybe why you should read them, etc. But without doing much further, I'm just gonna jump into it. If you're not familiar, Dandadan is a story by Yukinobu Tatsu, and it is a little hard to explain, but more so just a massive merger of bizarre, paranormal, and comedy into a singular manga. And it basically sort of crosses with sci-fi and a whole bunch of shit would be the honest answer. I should probably block out the word shit, but this is not going to be aimed to be monetized, so I don't really care. So the premise of Dandadan is based around two main protagonists. The first is Momo Ayase, and the second is Ken Takakura, who are two high schoolers with sort of contrasting beliefs. Momo Ayase, she's the girl if it needs some clarification, but her fascination is with ghosts and spirits, whereas Ken's obsession is with aliens. When they first cross paths, they basically argue that Ken doesn't believe in spirits and Momo doesn't believe in aliens. And that is sort of the foundation of the story, and it sort of goes into places that is sort of hard to explain from there, especially in the first chapter. And I guess that's without like including spoilers as well. And so more or less they place a bet that whoever sees an alien or spirit first loses, and alas, they both see him. And that is the beginning of it. And it's just sort of this genre blending thing that is horror, comedy, science, kaiju, literally everything. It's sort of hard to explain, and it gets a little creepy at times, a little fan servicey might be the word, but alas, so far, volume one, super dope. And I know I feel like I'm talking a little bit generically, but I just want to avoid spoilers. And so if you're like, no, review it in depth because there's no one really covering Dandadan, then comment that below, and then I will just do a video where I actually jump into the story and talk a little bit more about that. The art style of Dandadan is incredible, unique, super captivating. Detailed character designs, the personalities of the characters so far are amazing. The humor and the sort of back and forth between Momo and Ken is top notch as well, and it's just a really fun read that I've started. And I did not expect to like it as much as I did. However, it's a super interesting volume. It's something that really sets up the universe and has made me really want to go and pick up the second one, which I just recently ordered. And so, alas, you'll probably be hearing from me about that second episode and the sort of coming future as well anyway. But if you like the paranormal, extraterrestrial, if you're just looking for a good laugh and something weird, Dandadan delivers on all fronts on that end. And so if you haven't started just yet, I highly suggest checking it out. And otherwise, this is my first review here. And thank you for listening. Please subscribe if this seemed good enough for your interest and taste, and assume that there'll be more videos sort of totally randomly, just in this manner. Anyway, I'm Solo. Welcome to the channel. Peace.